Alright, so the main thing I'm going to talk about is brain fog. This is the number one thing that I've allowed myself to deal with for like no good reason at all. And I know how to get rid of it, or at least I know how I know the steps that I can take in order to not have it, but I've allowed myself to have it, which has jeopardized my job for this week. It has not been a good week at all, basically, in regards to this, and it's all because of brain fog, basically. So basically, I'm a planner. That's my archetype. I write down all the stuff that I want. I write down the routines that I want, etc. But the problem, number one, is that let's say, I don't stick to it. And let's start with nutrition, because nutrition is one of the biggest factors in getting rid of brain fog. But I haven't even been consistent on that. So, like, in terms of nutrition, meal prepping was like a very good thing for me to do. It was a very good habit. And it was something that I did do for some time, at least like a week and a couple of days, in terms of just like eating just some like chicken breast, rice, and like some vegetables basically every day, pretty much. And like I guess for lunch though, it would just be like, what would it be? It would be like some sushi for lunch basically. And I would do that for some time, and then I just got off of it. And with that, this week has been horrible. For the week I was meal prepping, I was good on my work. I was pretty good on my work. Sure, it may get a little overwhelming with the amount of emails that I have to like deal with, or the amount of emails that I'm sent, and the amount of people that need my help in terms of their assignments, etc. I still was able to do it and handle it. But this week's been terrible, and number one, I'm going to start with nutrition. So basically, first off, I've just been eating a lot more like artificial sugar, like for no reason. Or, obviously there's a reason to it, but I'm just going to say that I've been eating more sugar. You know, in terms of like chocolate bars and like juices and stuff like that. And that's the first thing. And the second thing is ordering out. I have not been ordering out, or at least for like the past, or at least last week, I haven't even been ordering out that much, because I know not only is it expensive due to it building up, but it does nothing for my nutrition because all of it is processed. It doesn't matter if it's just bread, cheese, and some meat, the little vegetables. That thing is still processed like crazy. You ain't gonna find that in nature. You're just not, basically. And it fuels laziness within yourself. The fact that I can just order food means I don't have to go to the store or commissary to come back, cook it, and meal prep my meal for the next week, even though it's literally more convenient for myself for the next 6 days. So what? It may be a little less convenient for me on a Sunday to cook, whatever. But I don't even have to do all this extra stuff that will literally hurt my health if I prepare for myself. Because at the end of the day, everything that I do right now is for my future self, is going to affect my future self. Alright? Like, the person I'm going to be in a couple of days is going to be positively or negatively impacted by the decisions that I've made now, for this past week. And that's just in regards to like nutrition. And that's like, as we know, that's very important for us to like prioritize in general, because if you're eating stuff that's nutritious, you'll have more energy. You won't feel too down about yourself. You know what I mean? You won't feel too negative about other people. You will actually care about the people that you're working with and who would depend on you. You know, and that's just like one aspect of it. And let's talk about like water, in terms of like drinking plenty of water, drinking the amount of water that I need, for example. I've for that same week where I was meal prepping, I was attempting to prioritize my hydration and water intake with like having a what's it referred to, having a thermos basically with the ounces of, or like having like the numbers basically on the thermos, which shows the amount of ounces that you can drink depending on the amount of water that you put into the thermos. I have that basically, and it goes up to 32 ounces, and the most, or at least not the most, but the minimum amount of ounces that I can drink is like 96, and that's pretty good regarding how active I'm supposed to be. And what happened to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, I still drink more water than juice, etc., but still, I have not been drinking the amount of water that I need to. And that's a straight up issue, because then I'm going to feel like I have no energy when I'm not eating anything at all, because I don't eat breakfast. But if I don't drink any water either, then my body is going to feel empty, and it's going to, let's say, it's going to distract my brain from the task at hand, which is the most important. So like that's like one of the main things as well that I need to prioritize, my water intake along with my nutrition, basically. And then like here comes like the here comes one of the biggest ones, sleep. Okay. First of all, it's not good to have a wonky sleep schedule. It's not. It's just not. Like, I can't like go to bed at 11 one day, go to bed at 12 one day, go to bed at 7 one day, and wonder why I'm not able to fall asleep at an earlier time. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense in that way at all. And it messes me up to the core. Along with not eating food that's nutritious and deciding to not prioritize my water intake. Sleep ruins me in my day. Okay, first of all, nodding off at my desk. I've done better with that, but overall, it still happens, and I still feel like the urge to nod off. I shouldn't even feel the urge to sleep at all, okay? Because that just shows that I didn't even get enough sleep to begin with. I shouldn't even feel the urge. And the other thing with not prioritizing my sleep is irritability. I get irritated easily. I become a liability when I'm irritated. Nobody needs that. Our job is already hard. We're dealing with a lot of people already. They need us. They need their diplomas to be successful in order for them to complete the mission or assignment that they were given in the first place by their leadership. It's an objective of theirs in order for them to promote and or gain a good reputation. Who am I to not consider that at all? Who am I to not be considerate? They shouldn't have to go through an assignment cancellation or failure within their career because I was too irritated enough to not care about their success and my own. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Because deep down, I really care about these people. Deep down, I really care about myself. I really care about making myself proud in terms of being successful in general. I really care about these individuals and having a successful deployment. So their loyalty to their leadership can be praised because they deserve it, right? Deep down, I genuinely care. However, that's not going to manifest if basically what I'm saying is the inner care that I generally have for the individuals that I'm working with will not show if I'm constantly fighting with myself in regards to my health. Okay? I'm not going to be authentic. I'm not going to be able to genuinely show what it is that I actually feel and believe in when I'm not even doing the things that I've set for myself in the first place. In terms of routines, if I'm not consistent in terms of my routines, I'm going against myself. And if I'm going against myself in terms of being productive, I'm going to go against myself in terms of how I really feel about individuals. And I will lack consideration. Because if I don't consider myself, I'm not going to consider other people. If I don't respect myself, I'm not going to respect other people. You know what I mean? If I'm not going to respect myself enough to be productive in terms of being successful with my own job, I'm not going to respect other people enough to help them be successful with their job or with their assignment. And that's the issue. Like, it just takes away myself, essentially, or let me just say it in this way. If I don't prioritize my nutrition, water intake, or sleep, I can't tap into the emotions that I generally feel in regards to other people, which is care and consideration, which leads to failure. And the alternative to this care and consideration I generally have within myself is irritability and selfishness. Then I can't even focus. I can't focus on my job because I don't care. Or at least that's how I feel in the moment, because I'm not caring about myself. So I'm automatically not going to care about the people that I'm working with. That's the brain fog. I can't focus because I don't want to focus because I haven't even focused on myself to improve myself. So why am I going to help you improve? Yeah, and that's the problem, basically. That is definitely something that I'm gonna work on, and that I need to work on. And in terms of routines, the fourth one is fitness. First, in general, if I'm just not working out, I feel lazy. You know, it's just in general, but not even just that. In terms of just like feeling lazy, because I am being lazy in terms of not working out. It aligns with my same point to where I'm going against myself when I don't do the things that I say that I should do because I need to do them, and that is working out. I have goals, alright? And so if I'm not caring about myself and my goals, I'm not going to care about yours. Like, you're deploying to Korea for a specific assignment that will get you to promote from senior airman to staff sergeant. That's your goal. And my goal is to be successful at my job, continue my education so I can promote from A1C to senior airman. But if I'm not going to care about my own goals, I'm not going to care about yours. And that is selfish. And that's something that I'm going to change. Okay? That's the mindset that I need to have. To where, if I'm not doing this for myself, I'm not going to do this for you. Because that's the point. And that's exactly what it is. And since I know that, since it's clear within my head, my habits are going to be entirely different. Because deep down, I want others to succeed in the same way that I want myself and my family to succeed. And that's the point. So, yeah, that's episode 1 of the shadow work thing, to just diving deep, or at least starting to dive into my bad habits and my selfishness and my irritability. What is the reason for this? And it starts at the surface: food, nutrition, water intake, exercise. I need to get that together, basically.